y esta es la segunda parte de la entrevista exclusiva de Carolina Druca.
Is the war between Russia and Ukraine having an impact on foreign climate policy?
So first of all, I mean, we condemn the Russian war of aggression against the Ukraine. It's illegal and it has caused tremendous damages in not only life and death in Ukraine, but also the energy crisis worldwide, the food crisis worldwide. I think what it has done is it's reconfirmed why we need to phase out fossil fuels in Germany. We are phasing out Russian gas and oil and coal, and it has actually caused us to accelerate our energy transformation. Germany has just passed the largest package of laws in our history to go for 80% renewables by 2030, to scale up things like heat pumps, to remove bureaucratic challenges to scale up renewable energy. And I think that this Russian war of aggression has given us that extra push. We're also looking to diversify our energy supplies and looking for partners in renewable energy around the world. So that's, and working as hard as we can every single day for peace.
Do you think that the world can still achieve the 1.5 degree target?
I think the world can still and has to achieve the 1.5 target, or the limit of raising temperature beyond that 1.5 degree rise, because there is just so much at stake. Every single 10th of a degree means hundreds of thousands of lives around the world. It means ecosystems that can tip over, glaciers that will melt and create tremendous problems. And so, yes, scientists inform us that that 1.5 degree limit is still technically possible. It's really about political will. It's really about decision makers, leaders, taking that decision to say, okay, we have to move forward, put in place the national policies and measures to drive that transformation, moving forward, to work with other countries to have those global emissions, with developed countries taking the lead, and then we can get there. But we have little time. We are in a climate crisis, and therefore we're looking for those partners with whom we can work to accelerate that pace and scale of change.
Do you think that the new generations can make an environmental change?
The young generation?
Yeah,
absolutely. I think that young people today, well, they, first of all, are the ones with the most at stake. I mean, they're one of the vulnerable communities, including youth, are the ones that are suffering now from those impacts, but also, if you think about what kind of disruption will come for young people today if we don't have those global emissions, if we don't shift to renewable energy, then they have so much at stake. And what I'm seeing around the world, in Germany, but also everywhere around the world, is a tremendous leadership from young people who are creative, who are everything from innovators who are starting new startups to young, well, even children and young adults who are taking to the streets to protest and to urge governments to scale up our action on climate change. And I think we have a huge responsibility to them to make sure that they have a stable future. In Germany, actually, a group of young people took the government to court a couple of years ago for not doing enough on climate change. And our highest constitutional court found in their favor that Germany needed to do more. And that's just one example of the courage and the tenacity and the push that young people are giving us and others around the world, and we need to be listening to them.
The last question that I'm going to ask you is more personal. How did you feel about being chosen as one of the 20 most influential people in climate policy?
It was a huge honor to be chosen. I've spent my adult working life working on climate change, and I do it because I understand what's at stake for people, for nature, and if I'm able to be effective in climate policy and trying to move the world forward, well then that's a great honor, and I feel incredibly lucky to work in a field and now for a government that is really trying to make a difference now.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it, and it was an honor for me to talk with you.
Thank you. Great to be with you today.